I used to sell medical equipment. Kind of going back into the day, even as a child, I used to flip. I'd go to Gabriel Brothers. We couldn't afford a lot of clothing. Go to the discount clothing shops. I'd buy candy. I'd take it to school and I'd flip it and sell it for Skittles for $1, Starburst for 50 cents, all that stuff. Got into like creepy crawlers back then, and I always had a knack for just trying to flip stuff and make money. And when I kind of went up through high school and college and everything, I got into medical sales. And I was making great money at the time, traveling the country, seeing everything on the company's dime. And I just felt unfulfilled. Anybody that I worked for, I just felt like they shouldn't have been my boss. I felt like they didn't have anything more special than I brought to the table. And it just kind of, it made me really just start thinking about things. And back in 2013, 2014 is when I started kind of playing around on my own to try to build businesses. And I would drive 3-4 hours to my territory and I would just listen to podcast after podcast. And I realized that these people that are millionaires and billionaires were no different than me.
None.
Had the same stories, but it was all adversity faced and trying to figure out, hey, should I try this and should I try to see what I can do with it? And I just basically came home one day and I got introduced to custom suits back in Chicago and New York. And the people that I was buying off of were selling to celebrities and athletes in the city. And I was never happy with the product. And it didn't make sense to me how they could have pictures of celebrities on their wall. And then I'd come home and I wouldn't even wear the thing that I just spent $1,500 on.
Man.
And so I came home one day and I just said, I think I could figure this out and do better than they could. And the initial thought was, I just want to get free clothing out of the thing. So I called my first 5 friends. I said, hey, let me sell you a suit, $300-$400. And I knew they were, paying equivalent to that at like a Macy's or something. And my goal was to make a couple bucks and then just get free clothing out of the equation. And I got connected with WWE wrestling early on. And
that's a bang too.
Yeah, it was.
That's huge.
One thing I've realized
is
that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, one thing I realized was that was a funnel system with all the athletes and celebrities because a lot of our ex-football players or musicians or different people. And then the platform that WWE had, I kind of wanted to carry my name with. So I got connected with Titus O'Neil. He was the first WWE wrestler that I worked with, and I met him at the Marriott next to the arena, and he bought 10 suits off me the first night that I met him. I did all of them for him at cost because it was like the first celebrity that I was going to get with. And of course, I fucked every single one of them up.
Of course.
So we went back and forth for about 3 months. He was so gracious, took me in as like his little son and really mentored me and everything. And January of 2016, he just said, I want you to book a flight and travel with WWE. I'm going to walk you around the locker room. And in 3 days, I sold 52 suits to 9 different wrestlers. Wow. And I came home from that trip and I said, I think it's time to open up a bank account.
Hold on. That trip, 52 suits.
Yeah.